demonstration. We're going to be making the apple cinnamon oatmeal from the CSFP cookbook, which is the senior program that offers food to those who qualify, and they get a box of food for a week. And so today we're just gonna do a basic oatmeal, and I'm just gonna spice it up a little bit with some apples, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and some brown sugar. So first, I already have my pot over here. It's just a little basic sauce pot. I have my burner going, it's on a pretty low heat. So I'm gonna add my apple juice, which is 2 cups, which usually comes in the box. So we're just gonna add the apple juice into the pot. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook our apples in the apple juice. So we're gonna get some of that extra flavor from the apples. Apples are a really good source of fiber, and they're a really good source of vitamin C. So with those cold months, we wanna kind of up our vitamin C so we don't get as sick or have sickness that lasts as long. So I'm just gonna dump those in here, and then we're just gonna kind of let them hang out in the juice and cook down a little bit. We want them to be a little like fork tender so that when you bite into it, you don't just get a big chunk of apple, and we want kind of a texture variation between the really soft, mushy oatmeal and the apple. So we want a little bit of texture left to it. And so we're just gonna let those go. And then once those are ready, I'll show you the rest of the steps. Okay, the apples have now cooked down into the apple juice, so they're nice and soft and fork tender. Also a tip, I left the skin on my apples because I happen to like that texture, but you can definitely peel the apple before you put it in if you have some sort of like diverticulitis or something that you're not supposed to eat the skins, but I like the apple skin because it does add a little bit more fiber. So at this point we're gonna add our oatmeal, or our oats. And so I don't want it to be boiling when I add this because I also want to add the cinnamon and the nutmeg at the same time. So we're just gonna let this stir in together, and we're gonna mix it a little bit, and we're just gonna let it sit for a second. Let me come over here, and I'm gonna grab this is the cinnamon and this is the nutmeg. It's about 1/8 of a teaspoon for each. And we're just gonna dump those in there, and we're gonna just kind of flavor our oatmeal a little bit. We're just gonna let this cook for maybe 5-10 minutes until those oats kind of blossom and the liquid kind of gets absorbed into the oatmeal. So keep an eye on it, stir it occasionally, but kind of let it do its thing and let those flavors kind of melt together. All right, so our oatmeal's been cooking, and it's gotten and absorbed almost all of the liquid. Now you can leave it a little more liquidy if you like to, or you can cook it down so it's a little thicker. It's just whatever your taste preference is. Also, our apples have cooked a little bit more, so the skin has actually turned a different color red. It's not quite as bright as it used to be. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take this off the heat. Make sure you turn off the burner, and your handle could be hot. Mine's not, but I'll still use an oven mitt because safety. And so we're just going to transfer this and put it in a bowl, and then we'll top it with some brown sugar, and then we'll eat it. There's our brown sugar. It's a little hard, but it'll melt in. And I'm just gonna top it with a little bit more cinnamon and a little bit more nutmeg, just to make sure that those flavors really come through, because we want this to be a nice like bowl of fall, basically, is what we want. We're going for those flavors. All right, enjoy.